Hi there, Kevin from KD Fitness Systems, and today I'm going to take you through 5 steps to improve your squat. So first step, get your body warm. How I do this is usually just a 3-minute row. The reason I pick rowing is the least boring form of cardio. Most people have access to a rower. If you don't, just do some bodyweight lunges. We're going to break this down from a mobility perspective and what's required. So step number 2, we'll stretch hip extension. Most people, especially if they've got a desk job, will be pretty shit at this because they spend all day in hip flexion. So pop the back foot up on a ledge, a step or a ball, whatever you've got. Push forward on that side, squeeze the butt, and you should feel a stretch down the front of your quad and the top of the hip. Just hang it here, find where it's tight and stretch that position. Step number 3, we're stretching hip internal rotation. I've just called this a baby maker because I've no idea what it's called, but yeah, we're stretching internal rotation. So main points on this: put your feet wider than your squat stance, point your toes directly forward, and then just push your knees in. You'll feel this stretch on the outside of your hip. Again, just hang it here for a little bit of time, nothing too fancy, just try and force your knees in a little bit further than they were when you started. And step 3, we're going for a banded wall squat and a glute stretch as well. So what we're doing here is we've hooked the band up round our lower back, kind of top of our ass position, then looped it round our knees. Then all we do is basically we're doing a lying down squat. So I'm trying to get as close to my squat position as I can. Feet up against the wall, pushing into the wall, and then I'm using my hands to wedge my knees out. So I'm trying to create a little bit of space in the hips. Yeah, that's all you're doing here. You're hanging it for a little bit of time, try and create some space and push it in against the wall with your heels. Over time you're going to want to try and get that squat a little bit deeper, so all you do is bring your ass cheeks a little bit closer to the wall. So now we've moved on to the glute stretch. All we do is pop one leg off, put the ankle on the knee and pull the knee towards your body. The whole time we're doing this, we're trying to push our hips into the floor and keep our back in a kind of almost arched position so that you're getting more of a glute stretch. So again, hang out here for a little bit of time, making sure that you do both sides equally. Trying to force a little bit of change as well. And step number 4, we're doing the standing banded squat stretch, and we're looking to increase hip and ankle flexion here. So all you do, hook the band up just at the lower back and sit into a squat. You don't need to worry about your back position just now, just try and get your hips as low as you possibly can, and force your knees out. And you can move your weight over to one side, just placing more emphasis on one ankle at a time. Again, just hanging out here, forcing a little bit of change. The further you come over one side, the more kind of ankle mobility is required. So yeah, just force that by popping over to one side, back to the centre, and repeating. So we should be feeling a bit looser in the hips, knees and ankles. So now all we do is put the bar on the back and squat. Use that newfound mobility and apply it. So all we do is hang out at the bottom for a couple of seconds, do some pause squats. Don't need to go too heavy on this to start with. All you're really looking to do is feel out that newfound bottom position. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Cheers.